Welcome address and performance report by the Vice Chancellor.
His Excellency, the Governor of Tamil Nadu and the Chancellor of Bharathiar University, Honorable Minister for Education, Government of Tamil Nadu and the Pro-Chancellor, Thiru P. Palaniyappan, our respected Chief Guest, Dr. W. Selvamurthy, distinguished scientist and the former Chief Controller of Research and Development for Life Sciences and International Cooperation, DRDO, members of the Syndicate, Senate, Standing Committee of the Academic Affairs, faculty of officers and administrative staff, my dear graduates, representatives of the enlightened media, distinguished invitees, ladies and gentlemen. It is with immense pleasure and honor I offer a warm welcome to all those gracing this important occasion. I am thankful to His Excellency, the Chancellor of our University, for having accepted our invitation and for being with us today. His Excellency, the Chancellor of our University, Dr. K. Rosaiah, is a dynamic and senior-most among the political leaders of our nation. He has shown tremendous composure in steering the government even in various situations and circumstances. The financial reforms brought about by His Excellency during his tenure as a Minister of Finance, Government of Andhra Pradesh, have had far-reaching implications for the betterment of socio-economic conditions. Born in an agricultural family at Vemuru in Guntur district, he has graduated in commerce from the Hindu College in the year 1952. The same year, he was elected as a General Secretary of Students' Union, and this was the launch pad for his political career. Dr. Rosaiah received his political mentoring under Acharya N.S. Ganga, the most respected, a great freedom fighter, and the leader of Swatantra Party, and has sustained the spirit of idealism and lofty ideals throughout his political career. His Excellency also served as the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh from 3rd September 2009 to 24th November 2010. Our revered Chancellor has set a record by introducing the budget of the state 16 times in Andhra Pradesh Assembly. He is a principled, honest, experienced and undisputed leader. We are really fortunate to have such a multi-dimensional visionary as a Chancellor and Governor. I enormous happiness welcoming His Excellency wholeheartedly on behalf of everyone assembled here. Hearty welcome you, Your Excellency. This university is growing unfailingly, mainly because of our most revered and the most honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, most respected Amma. I, on behalf of this great university, offer my unfathomable gratefulness and thanks from the bottom of my heart to our most honorable, most respected Amma, Chief Minister of our state. Without the philanthropic and motherly affection of our most dynamic Chief Minister, this unprecedented growth of this university would not have been realized. I once again demonstrate my tons of thankfulness to our Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu for the concern extended to this university to this state level. It is my special privilege to welcome our Honorable Minister for Higher Education and Pro-Chancellor Thiru P. Palaniyappan, hailing from a small village, Moliyanur. Our Pro-Chancellor has attained success by his constant and continuing enthusiasm in serving the people of Tamil Nadu. He was the first elected to Legislative Assembly in the year 2001 and ensured all-around development of his constituency. The trust of the people saw him emerge victories in 2011. Deservedly, he was allotted the portfolio of higher education. His agrarian background helps him understand appropriately the obstacles in educating rural students. Since students in the rural parts are more inclined towards joining arts and science colleges, the Most Honorable Chief Minister ensured the institutions of 32 constituent colleges soon after assuming the office till today. The government has also set the global precedent with its unique scheme of distributing laptops to the students in the government and the government-aided schools and the colleges. This is indeed a remarkable step towards the educating students from the rural backdrop. Under the kindest approach of our Pro-Chancellor, with the special blessings and the guidance of the most honorable and respected Chief Minister, the higher education is experiencing a new vista in this great regime. We are lucky to have you amidst us. Your presence, besides being a great honor, is also an extraordinary inspiration for each one of us present here. With overwhelming joy and respect, I welcome you, sir, to this convocation. I am delighted to welcome our chief guest, Dr. W. Selvamurthy, who is a distinguished scientist and former chief controller of research and development for life sciences and the international cooperation of DRDO of Government of India. He is a postgraduate in human physiology from Christian Medical College, Vellore, and the PhD from the University of Delhi and doctorate of science from Swami Vivekananda Yoga Deemed University, Bangalore. He has been awarded the degree of Doctorate of Science, Honoris Causa, in recognition of his eminent attainment in the field of science and his distinctive place in the scientific world by many universities, including this great Bharatiyar University. He is spearheading the research and development activities for the health and well-being of the armed forces. His research contributions have immensely benefited the armed forces in particular and society at large. As a role model researcher, he has documented his research findings with 15 books and 200 research papers, which are widely cited by the researchers all over the world. I feel this university has acquired a new inspiring hue by a valuable presence, and I welcome you, sir, with a great joy and affection. Now, I deem it my splendid privilege to utilize this opportunity to highlight the university's achievement on various fronts since just last convocation. Bharatiyar University has a unique distinction of being ranked 2 among the non-professional universities in India by leading national daily Times of India. Even very recently, last week, our university is ranked as one of the top 50 universities in India in a survey conducted by the popular English magazine India Today. Moreover, I am proud to say that Bharatiyar University is the only university from Tamil Nadu to find such a place in this prestigious list. 8 newly constructed buildings and PG Extension Center and E-Road were declared open, and the foundation stones were laid by 2 more new buildings by the most honorable and highly revered Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu through video conferencing on 6/5/2013. The university is greatly indebted to our Honorable Chief Minister for this greatest nobility. For the first time of India and even in the Asia, Bharatiyar University has taken a marathon step to issue a degree certificate with 11 unique security features with a QR code which makes the certificate highly safe from today onwards by His Excellency, the Chancellor of our university. Vice Chancellor is invited to deliver a talk on learning from each other through international collaboration for the benefit of the international students, researchers, culture and economy at the Cambridge campus, UK, continuing of the acceptance of our ideas and suggestions coming during September 2013. Vice Chancellor of Bharatiyar University was identified by the UGC as one among the 10 Vice Chancellors in India to set up a national portal on student grievance redressal, prevention of unfair practices in the universities of our nation. To elevate the Bharatiyar University as a green campus, the beautiful landscaping and the naturescaping has been done at the entrance and as well as in the university. It's resulted in breathtaking appearance of the entrance, complementing the natural beauty gifted by Mother Nature. The aesthetically planned landscaping has enhanced the appearance of the university to the international standard. This is also one of the salient expectations of the NAC, which is already accredited as A by the National Accreditation Committee. On the directions of the Most Honorable Chief Minister, initiations have been taken to convert the campus as solar energized one, as per the directions of our vision of our most beloved respected Chief Minister. During the birthday celebrations, accordingly, the Honorable Minister for Higher Education inaugurated 5 solar street lamps in the presence of Honorable Minister for Agriculture. Today, we have encouraged by the Honorable Minister for Education, we are happy to inform this August gathering that we have installed 22 solar energized street light lamps and 122 individual solar lamps in the campus, and is in an attempt to realize the Vision 2023 statement related to the solar energy utilization concept of our most respected Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. In continuation of e-governance initiatives, a high-end office automation software for the first time for the benefit of the research scholars, supervisors, and the various research institutions has been installed in our R&D department for the first time of the Bharatiyar University. The annual Formation Day awarded ceremony was held on 19th February. His Excellency the Governor of Tamil Nadu honored the former Vice Chancellors and Registrars, faculty and non-teaching teaching staff who had offered 25 years unblemished services were given awards. The awards of the staff members who scored high remarks in class 10th and 12th public examinations were appreciated and given cash award by the Chancellor. In order to set up the role model, the professors and researchers, the Vice Chancellor involved himself in a high and multidisciplinary research. As a result, Vice Chancellor was invited by the National Taiwan Ocean University to present a research paper which was successfully accomplished to make an MOU with the Taiwan Ocean University. During the visit of Vice Chancellor signed an MOU with the National Taiwan University for mutually benefiting the endeavors in higher education and to share the expertise, experience and resources of the students and staff from both the countries. The 32-year-long pending issue of land acquisition was brought to an end by the benevolence, kindness and the grace of our Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. Accordingly, the Government of Tamil Nadu has released 42 crores 44 lakhs at the first installment to be distributed to the farmers through proper channel for whom lands were acquired for Bharatiyar University. Any amount of words will not be sufficient to place on record our gratefulness thanks to our motherly, protective and kind-hearted Honorable Chief Minister. Aimed towards improving the communication skill in foreign languages like French, German, Chinese and Spanish, a state-of-art of foreign languages laboratory at the cost of 15 lakhs has been established with a complete financial assistance from the Government of Tamil Nadu. Bharatiyar University DRDO Center for Life Sciences has been functioning extremely well only in our Bharatiyar University campus by the hard-earned work of our DRDO scientists. By way of appreciating this, DRDO has sanctioned the Phase 2 first installment of 22 crores for further high research in the defense field for the next 5 years. Bharatiyar University is situated in a sprawlingly 1,000 acres of land in the foothills of Western Ghats with a rainwater catchment area of more than 100 square kilometers. The university has already planned to construct 2 check dams inside the campus to conserve water and enhance the groundwater level for the benefit of millions of people of the neighboring village. These are only the highlights of the university, and many more like the students' facilities and the student staff center has been inaugurated last week, and the modern arrangements of seating capacity for the teaching and non-teaching people are in under progress. In this convocation, we are admitting 282 PhD candidates, 1,267 MPhil candidates, 463 PG diplomas, 7,238 undergraduates, and 10,700